Scattered clouds, 69 degrees, winds at 5 miles per hour. Looks like a great day for a bike ride. What's up, everybody? You're tuned into Big Zeus Bodybuilding. I'm going to go back to the Hank Arron State Trail. I'm going to conquer the entire trail. Let me check the tire pressure on the bike, load it up, and we'll roll out. So, before I always go for these long rides, I always make sure I put on a little bit of chain lubrication. This one is waterproof and it helps keep the dust and the dirt out of the chain. So just a few drops on the sprockets and I'm good to go. This time I got my sunscreen on, helmet, let's ride. Alright, I reached the point where I turned back last time. Still going strong, and see what kind of cool things there are to look at along the way now. Going down into the Menominee Valley, industrial center, industrial heart of the city. See a rail yard there. Temperature just dropped about 10 degrees as soon as I got down to the bottom of the valley. Yikes. Now you can start to see the skyline. Getting close to downtown. We reached the Marquette Valley Fields. This is where Marquette has their fields for whatever sport they play outside of basketball. The only thing I really know Marquette for is basketball. But that's their fields. I guess like lacrosse and stuff like that. And here is the casino, affectionately referred to as the money vacuum. The Potawatomi Bingo and Casino. Okay, after the casino, there's two ways that you can go on the trail. You can go straight towards the lake, or you can take what they call the river loop, which is an extra mile. I think it's a mile and a half onto the trail. So I've elected to take the river route, the river loop. And I'm not really going for speed, I'm just going for sightseeing right now. Some pretty cool stuff here. I believe those are gears from one of the old drawbridges. I'm on the other side of the Marquette Fields, and look what we have. Geese! So that's the other side of the field, and then there's the river. I'm now behind the Public Works building, and we have street sweepers. Whole line of street sweepers going down the back of the building. Pretty cool. Got to see the height of this bridge. Part of the freeway system. This is the Harley-Davidson Museum. I've never been there before, but it's a museum for Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Someday I'll go and look at all the motorcycles. We're on the other side of the museum. Pretty cool. This is my old high school. It's called Bradley Tech now. When I went there, it was called Milwaukee Tech. And the school that I went to no longer stands. This is a new building that they built. The old building was here at the football field. That's where my school used to stand. Where that goalpost stands used to be the front door main entrance to the high school. Right here. I've reached the lakefront, Lake Michigan. This is the furthest east end of the Hank Arron State Trail. Skyline. Lake Michigan. Go a little ride around their Lakeshore State Park. Well, as you can see, I've run out of city. There's a lighthouse way out there at the break wall. So far my miles are 12 and a half. It's the downtown skyline. It's gotten a little overcast, but still relatively nice. It's just a beautiful place. It's too bad it's overcast. In case you were wondering, Great Lakes, I am here. Alright, since I've made it halfway on my journey here, I'm at the furthest end of the trail, run out of city and trail. I'm going to take a break, maybe a 10-minute break, give my butt a break from the seat, and I'm going to reach into my bag of goodies here, my backpack. I have a protein bar, power up, and some water, and then get back, and I got a 13-mile trek back to my Jeep now. Set out to accomplish this goal, and I did. So, very proud of making the entire trail. Now, I'm only at the halfway point. I gotta head back. Food and water, then I'm on the road again. This is the Summerfest grounds here at the lakefront, the world's largest music festival. And lakefront. And that is the Discovery World Museum. Lots of cool science stuff in there. Yeah. This is the Allen Bradley Clock Tower. It's the largest four-faced clock in the world. At night it's lit up. I think they said the minute hand is something like 80 feet across. That's all part of this complex here. This is Rockwell Automation. They make controllers for machineries. And I want to show you this neat little gazebo they got here. The cool part about this is the railing, the rails, made out of all types of there's a coil spring, a cam there, looks like a drill bit, auger or something. So that's pretty neat. I'm probably about halfway back to the Jeep right about now, because there's the ballpark in the distance. The ballpark is 5 miles from the west end of the trail. Now, one of the reasons I just stopped at that little gazebo, I had to refill my water. I'm actually carrying 2 water bottles with me today. I got one down there, and then I have the one in my backpack. I don't know if you saw it. The one in the backpack is the reserve water. So I drank all the water in the bike water bottle. So I stopped and refilled the bike bottle with the reserve bottle, so I can keep going and just grab that bottle as I need to. Water and hydration are important. Back at the ballpark, they got the outfield panels open. Zoom in here. This whole wall of panels opens up, and you can see the inside. There's a big yellow slide. That's where Bernie Brewer slides down every time that the Brewers score a home run. Google Bernie Brewer slide, you'll see. Alright, made it back to the Jeep. Time to put the bike on the rack and head home. Alright everybody, I'm back home from the ride. First thing I'm gonna do, cup of coffee. Still hot. Well, let me show you the totals here. If you look at this, I track myself with GPS on my phone, so that's the route that I took across the city. And then this is the totals. Total miles was 27. So that's all the totals there. I'm going to try and put a link to that in the description for this video, so you can view it for yourself, see the route that I took. And one of the things that is really kind of impressive to look at is the elevation, and going down in a valley and then coming back up. The elevation gain was 2,165 feet. That's kind of impressive to climb that much. So 27 miles, I think that's enough cardio for the day. That'll lean me out. Until next time. Oh yeah, getting cuts now. Keep pumping!